So this is the lecture number 10 for the chapter linear equation two variables for the class 10th, and we're discussing the 3.6 exercise. And let us take the question number 2. In the second part, it is given that if a distance traveled by the train at 60 kilometer, then time taken to travel the distance is given as 4 hours, and when 100 kilometer travel by the train, the distance traveled by is 4 hours and 10 minutes. So let the speed of the train be x kilometer per hour and the speed of the bus be y kilometer per hour. Now in the first case, let us find out the time taken by the train and the bus, because the total time traveled by both is given as 4 hours. Now we know that the time is equal to distance upon speed and time is equal to distance upon speed. Like t1 is the time taken by the train and t2 is the time taken by the bus. And the time taken by the train will be distance upon speed. The distance traveled by the train is 60 kilometers and the speed is x kilometer per hour. The time taken by the train to travel 60 kilometer is 60 upon x hours. Now because the distance is 300 total distance, so the remaining distance will be traveled by the bus, which will be 300 minus 60. So time taken by the bus will be distance upon speed. Distance will travel by the bus will be 300 minus 60, that is 240 upon y. So total time taken by them is 4 hours. So T1 plus T2 is equal to 4 hours. Now similarly the second equation, that in the second case the distance traveled by the train is 100 kilometer. So time taken by the train to travel the 100 kilometer will be distance upon speed, that is 100 upon x hours, and the time taken by the bus will be distance upon speed, and the distance traveled by the bus in the second case will be 300 minus 100, that is 200 upon y, distance upon speed. The total time will be time taken by the train plus time taken by the bus is equal to 4 hours and 10 minutes. Convert 4 hours and 10 minutes into hours. So divide 10 by 60, it convert into total hours. So that is 4, 1 upon 6, that is 25 upon 6 total time. So first equation, this is the first equation. This is the second equation. Now you know how to solve these types of equation. We are doing in the first question of this exercise. So let 1 upon x is equal to capital X, 1 upon y is equal to capital Y. The equation becomes 60 capital X plus 240 capital Y is equal to 4. The second equation will become 100 capital X plus 200 capital Y is equal to 25 upon 6. So this is the two equation, and you can simplify this second equation to have a calculation become very somewhat easy. So cross multiply by 6, so 600 plus 1200 y is equal to 25. Now solve these two equations by any method. You will get the value of capital X as 1 upon 60 and capital Y as 1 upon 80. So what you have to let? You have let that capital X is equal to 1 upon X, capital Y is equal to 1 upon Y. So the X will become 60 and Y will become 80. So the speed of the train is 60 km per hour and the speed of the bus is 80 kilometers per hour. So it is given, so you have to explain each step very clearly. That is time taken by the train, time taken by the bus, time taken by the train, time taken by the bus in the second case and the first case. The total time is given 4 hours in the first case, total time taken by them in the second case is 4 hours and 10 minutes. 4 hours 10 upon 60 convert into hours, and you know how to solve this. Let 1 upon x is equal to capital X and 1 upon y is equal to capital Y. So this is the question number 2 of this exercise. Now let us do the questions of exercise 3.7. Now in the exercise 3.7, in question number 1, it is given that the difference between the age of Ani and Biju is 3 and the age of Dharam is difference between the age of Dharam and Biju is 30. So let the Ani's age be x years and the Biju's age is y year. and because it is not given whose age is more, only the difference is given. So x minus y will be equal to 20 plus minus 3. This is the condition, plus minus 3, because the difference between the age of Ani and Biju is given. Now age of Dharam is twice the age of Ani, it is given, and the Biju's age is Biju's sister's age will be y upon 2, because it is given that Biju's sister is half the age of Biju, and it is given that the difference between their age is 30. 2x minus y upon 2 is equal to 30. This is given. Multiply the whole equation by 2, so that you will get 4x minus y is equal to 60. This is the first, this is the second. You will get two pairs of equation. X minus y is equal to 3, 4x minus y is equal to 60. X minus y is equal to minus 3 and 4x minus y is equal to 60. Solve them separately. Solve them separately. In the first case, the value of x will 19 and the value of y will be 16. In the second case, the value of x will be 21 and the value of y will be 24. So in the first case, the age of Ani will be 19 years and the age of Biju will be 16 years. In the second case, age of Ani is 24 years and the age of Biju's will be 24 years, 21 and 24. 21 and 24. Yes. Now, in question number 2, it is given that the capital between it is given that there are two persons, and it is given that if first person give 100 rupees to another, then his money become 2 times, whereas the second gives 10 rupees to the first, its money becomes 6 times of the first. So let the capital of first person be x rupees and the capital of the second person be y rupees. Now in the first case, it is given that the second person says that if you give me 100 rupees, second person says, if I give you 100 rupees, my money is become half of you, or the first says that if you give me 100 rupees, I will have twice as much left with you. So if the 100 rupees is given by B person, then the money left with him will be y minus 100 and the money with the first person will become x plus 100 or increase by 100. This is the money after giving 100 rupees by B to A. So x plus 100 will be with A and y minus 100 with B. And it is given that the first person is saying that if you give me 100 rupees, I will become twice as much as rich of you. So it is given that this money will be twice of this. Twice the money B left after giving 100 to A. Now open the bracket, you will get the first equation. In the second case, it is given that the second person says if you give me 10 rupees, second person said if you give me 10 rupees, I will have 6 times as money left with you. So the first person is giving 10 rupees to the second person. So the money with the second person will become y plus 10 and the money remaining with A will be x minus 10. So it is given that the second person will have 6 times as money left with the first person. The first person money have x minus 10, multiply with 6 become the money with the second person will have. Open the bracket, the second equation, you solve these two equations by any method, you will get the value of x is 40 and y is equal to 170. It means the money they will have will be 40 and 170. The first person have 40 rupees and the second person will have 170 rupees. This is the question number 2. Now in the question number 3, it is given that if the speed is increased by 10 km per hour, the time taken by to travel a certain distance will decrease by 2. And in the second case, if the speed is decreased by 10, then the time taken to cover the distance will be increased by 3. So you have to find the distance traveled. To find the distance traveled, we know that the distance is equal to speed into time. So we let that the speed be x km per hour and the time be y hours. Speed x km per hour, y be time taken by to travel that distance be y hours. So distance equal to speed into time. So speed is x, time is y. Now in the first case, it is given that if the speed is increased by 10 km per hour, so speed now becomes x plus 10, and it is given that the time taken will be 2 hours less. So time will be y minus 2. So we know that the distance equal to speed into time. Now speed is x plus 10, time is y minus 2, and the distance travel will be the same. The distance travel will remain the same. Either you increase the speed or decrease the decrease the speed. So distance is x into y. Open the bracket, multiply and open the bracket, you will get the equation x minus 5y is equal to minus 10. In the second case, it is given that the speed, if the speed is decreased by 10, so now the speed become x minus 10 km per hour. It is given that the time taken now will be y plus 3. So time will increase by 3 hours. So distance equal to speed into time. The speed is x minus 10, time is y plus 3. So distance equal to speed into time. Distance is as usual x into y. Already is there. The distance travel will remain the same. Speed is x minus 10. Time will be y plus 3. Multiply and open the bracket. You will get the value equation as 3x minus 10y is equal to 30. Solve these two equations by any method. You will get the value of x as 50 and the value of y as 12. The distance will be x into y because it being asked to find the distance. The distance will be x into y. That is 50 into 12, 600 kilometer. Now to find the distance, we have let the speed is x kilometer per hour and the time taken is y hours. So distance equal to speed into time. In the first case, the speed is increased and time is decreased. In the second case, the speed is decreased and the time will be increased. Distance equal to the speed and time, we have used that condition. Now in question number 4, it is given that some students are there in a class, and it is given that if 3 students are increased in a row, then there will be 1 row less. In the first case, it is given. In the second case, it is given that if 3 students are less in a row, in 1 row, then there will be 2 rows more. Then you have to find how many students are there in the class. This question is just the same as we have done the question number 3, only the language is different. The question to do this will be the same. So the total number of students will be number of rows into number of student in a row. So let the number of student in a row be x. In a row, let the number of student will be x and the number of rows be y. Why we have taken this? Because in both the cases, the number of student in a row is increasing or decreasing and the number of rows is increasing, decreasing. So 2 values are increasing, decreasing. So let those 2 values be x and y. The total student will be number of student in a row multiplied by the number of rows. Number of student in row multiplied by rows. So number of student in a row is x and rows be y. So total student is equal to x into y. Now in the first case, it is given that 3 students are increased in a row. So in a row, the student become x plus 3 and the rows become y minus 1. 1 row is decreased. The total student will be number of students in a row into number of rows. So now the student in a row is x plus 3, number of rows is y minus 1, and if you multiply it, you will get the number of student, and the number of students already x into y. We have done in the original case, x into y. Open the bracket, x into y minus x plus 3y minus 3, x and y will cancel x into y. You will get the equation x minus 3y is equal to minus 3. In the second case, it is given that if 3 students are less in a row, 3 students are less in a row. So the number of students in a row become now x minus 3, and it is given that the number of rows become increased by 2. So the number of rows become y plus 2. So total student is x minus 3 into y plus 2. Number of student in a row multiplied by number of rows. This into this. And this into this will remain as x into y because the number of student will remain the same in a class. So this will be equal to x into y, which is the number of student originally. So by arranging this equation, you are getting the equation as minus x plus 3y is equal to minus 6. Now two equations are this x minus 3y is equal to minus 3 and minus 2x plus 3y is equal to minus 6. Now solve these equations by any method. You'll get the value of x and y, where the x is 9, y is 4. So the number of students will be 9 into 4. number of student in a row and number of rows, that is 36. Okay, we'll discuss the remaining question of this exercise in the next lecture. Thank you.